to today's maths lesson. In this lesson, we are going to be comparing and ordering numbers within 100. By the end of this lesson, you will order and compare two-digit numbers and say a number. You will count in ones or in tens, and you will identify what is more or less than a number. For this lesson, you will need the words count, compare, greater, smaller, order, and numbers. Okay, be sure to count from 1 all the way to 100. If you'd like, there are videos that you could use to help you count from 1 till 100. Now, comparing numbers. Which of the following numbers is the greatest? So here we have the number 36, 6, 74, 88, 45, 11, 32, 90, and 12. Can you identify which number here is the biggest number? If you've guessed that the number 90 is the biggest number, well done. You are a star. Now we need to compare two numbers. So they've given us the number 57 and the number 28. If you remember Mr. Chomp likes to eat the biggest number. So if Mr. Chomp's mouth will be open towards the bigger number, can you draw which number Mr. Chomp will open his mouth to? If you've guessed that Mr. Chomp will open his mouth to number 57, you are correct, because 57 is the greater number. So 57 is more than 28. Let's try that again. Which one Mr. Chomp will want to eat now? 32 or 77? Remember, he is really hungry. If you've guessed that he'd open his mouth and want to eat number 77, you are a star. Well done. Here we have another two numbers. We have the number 22 and we have the number 91. Can you guess which number here is the bigger number? If you've guessed that the number 91 is the bigger number, excellent. So here we will say the number 22 is less than the number 91. Why? Because Mr. Chomp wants to eat this number here, and 91 is greater than 22. Let's try it again. We have the number 31 and we have the number 13. Mr. Chomp likes to eat the big number. Can you guess which number he'd like to eat here? If you've guessed that he'd like to eat number 31, excellent. Yes, because 31 is more than the number 13. That is why Mr. Chomp will want to eat number 31. Okay, now it's time for you to compare the numbers. Not just compare the numbers, but think which number comes next or which number comes in the middle of two numbers. Here we have the number 11 and the number 13. Can you write down which number comes in the middle of number 11 and 13? If you need help figuring it out, just start counting. 11, what would come next? 13. If you've guessed that the number 12 would come next, amazing job. You are a star. Let's try this one. We have the number 98 and we have the number 100. What number comes in the middle of number 98 and 100? Let's start counting from before so we can help figure it out. 96, 97, 98. Which number will come next? If you've guessed that the number 99 comes next, amazing! Well done! Let's look at this one. We have the number 55 and we have the number 57. Which number comes in the middle of 55 and 57? If you've guessed that the number 56 came in the middle, amazing job! Well done, you are correct. Okay, now we have a few numbers. Can you guess which numbers? Can you put the numbers in the correct order? We have 54, 22, 34, 67, 87, and the number 9. Okay, which number is the smallest number? If you've guessed that the number 9 is the smallest, excellent. So the number 9 will come first. Once we are done putting number 9, we can put a cross through it. What number do you think will come next? Which is the next smallest number? We have the number 54, 87, 22, 34, and 67. If you've guessed that the number 22 comes next, amazing! You are correct. So we have 9, 22. What would come next? If you've guessed 34, excellent! You are doing amazing. Okay, which number would come next? We now have 54, 87, and 67. If you've guessed that it's 54, amazing job, well done. Then comes the number 67. And lastly, the number 87. If you've guessed the numbers in this order, well done. You are a star. You are a real maths master. Okay, now it's time for you to put these numbers in order. Can you guess or can you figure out which number comes first and which will come last? The correct order from the smallest to the largest. If you've guessed that the number 16 would come next, well done. Then the number 28. Then the number 67. Then the number 72. Then the number 92. And lastly, the number 93. Excellent. So if you've guessed the order of these numbers in this way, you are a star. Keep going. Try figuring out these numbers. Which number here is the largest now? We need to place these numbers from the largest going to the smallest. Okay, which number would come first? Remember, we're looking for the largest number. Yes, the number 96 would come first. Excellent. Then, which is the next largest number? If you've guessed it's the number 86, well done. Excellent. Then it is the number 76. Very good. Then 66. Then 56. Then 46. Then 36. Then 26. And lastly, 16. So if you've guessed the numbers in this order, well done. Now what do you notice about these numbers? When we look at these numbers, all these numbers end in the number 6. So that means we're counting in tens from starting from the number 6. So if we start, we go 6, 16, 26, 36, 46, 56, 66, 76, 86, and 96. And that is how we count in tens from starting from the number 6. Now, just to end of the lesson, what sign would you put in front between these two numbers? We have the number 47 on this side and the number 47 on this side. Will Mr. Chomp eat this 47? Will he eat this 47? Or are these two numbers the same? Can you guess which sign would be in the middle? If you've guessed that the equals to sign is in the middle, excellent. You are a star and you did amazing today. Well done. So we've come to the end of the lesson. I hope you all enjoyed it. See you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.